We are here in the Bahamas.
We are going to make it right.
If you became a millionaire, would you keep working? You know?
The commander is here.
What's going on right now is California's trying to figure out.
Don't eat.
Something got popped in the butt.
Yeah.
Oh, I can.
God, look at that booty. Oh,
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all of the interwebs. No channel works harder. Keep you in the know about crypto. I know some of you guys are new. My name is Ben. Welcome to the show. Today, it is, as always, we come to you 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today is Monday, May the 15th, the Ides of May. Is that a thing? I don't know. But guys, today we're going to be talking about so much. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin, obviously, as we head into the Bitcoin conference at 2 o'clock today. My limo driver is coming, Gene. Shout out to Gene. We love Gene. Going to be heading to the airport, flying out tonight, heading to Miami for the conference. Tomorrow, DZ will be doing the show here. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be doing the show live from Miami, and then we'll be back next week. Guys, I know it's been a tough few weeks. I've been gone a lot. We could have probably done some better planning on some of these trips, but when I get committed to something, I stay committed, and it is what it is. So I'm going to be home for most of the summer. I got 2 family vacations we're going to be doing. One of them we'll be doing a meetup in Seattle. And of course, we are doing a meetup, I believe, June 15th. I think it's a Friday night in Charlotte. So we'll have some details for that next week. If you live in the Charlotte area or close by, we're going to do a book signing and things like that. So super excited. Definitely going to be doing one in Seattle. Trying to figure out, we got some other cities we want to hit, obviously, this year. And then in October, I believe what we're going to do is the Falcons play in London on October 1st. Right when I should be getting ready for the European tour. What is that we're going to do is we're going to start in London, because obviously that would line up with the Falcons game. Go to the Falcons game, do the meetup in London. Then I'm going to go to Paris. Then I'm going to go to Berlin. Then I'm going to go to Amsterdam. So those are going to be the 4 stops on the European tour. And then next year, I plan on doing a conference in Lisbon at some point. I want to visit Lisbon, never been there. So we'll do a book meetup there, then maybe one in Madrid, Barcelona, whatever, more popular, those two places. And then I'm going to have to do Italy like as its own trip. Like you did Italy, right?
Yeah. Italy.
There's so much cool stuff to see in Italy. You got to do it in one trip. So
definitely.
Yeah. And we'll be taking the family. We'll be going to Disney Paris. The wife is super excited about that. So anyways, guys, I know I've been gone, but we've been doing big stuff. We have the 34-minute talk, I don't know what it'll be edited down to, that I gave in Estonia with the government officials and business leaders from all over Estonia. Some influencers were there, Wendy, Seth from Mind Your Biz, etc. So we will be posting that sometime this week on the channel. It's long, but I think it's worth it. And I would give a shout out. Like, I don't know his last name right now. The guy Magnus, I think he's from Norway, who spoke right before me. Man, I tell you, there are some people out there that really get what's going on with the governments. There are some people that really, really, really understand the bureaucratic, slow process of governments. It has to be over. It has no choice but to speed up. Technology is just progressing way too fast. Along with, obviously, a lot of you guys know about the Ben saga that started a week ago. I am in the process through, we are going to establish something called the Bitcoin Foundation. And I'm going to be the chairman, obviously, the Bitcoin Foundation. We don't want, eventually, maybe we move this to a DAO. I'm not 100% sure. That's not on my current roadmap. But Bitcoin is, if you watch the video on Saturday, just kind of fell into my lap. We loopholed into this thing. We're going to be finalizing that deal, hopefully by Thursday or Friday. It should be finalized by Thursday or Friday. I'm going to send some of my people out to where they need to go to complete the deal with Ben.eth. Guy who created it. Of course, you guys know he created a second project after that. A lot of people put a lot of money into it. So we'll see what happens there. But what I want to talk about is Bitcoin, and just say that you guys know on this channel, we have been champions of crypto adoption. Okay. We've done more for crypto adoption than probably any other channel out there, I would say. We're the only people going to Washington. We don't sit in the basement. We are establishing relationships with government officials. We are trying our best to get crypto adoption, but it's got to be a 4-pronged process. And that's going to be the focus of Bitcoin. And I will go ahead and say, like, when we do officially release the roadmap, which will be after the deal is finalized, it will only be the roadmap for this year. And then we'll, during Q4, we'll release a new roadmap for next year. But what I will say is that aside from establishing Bitcoin Foundation, which is super, super, super exciting, what we want this to be, the mechanism of crypto adoption. We talk about adoption all the time, but what does that mean? Well, it means a lot of things. It means people being aware of crypto and having a positive outlook on it. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to start some advertising campaigns even before the deal is finalized this week at Bitcoin Miami. So you guys can be watching out for some of those. All I'll say is, You want to look in the direction that you want crypto to go. How about that? That's what I'll say. That's your hint. That's your riddle. Some of y'all may figure that out. When you're there, you'll definitely figure it out. But guys, it's got to be a multifaceted process, okay? And we're going to attack all the main vectors, okay? Crypto news. We're going to work, now this will not be during quarter two here, but during quarter three, we're going to start to establish, I don't want to call it a decentralized crypto news network. I'm going to call it an unbiased crypto news network that's going to compete with CoinDesk. On Saturday, I released Cointelegraph's going down, guys. Cointelegraph is going down. They fired half of their staff last week. And I know this because someone I know reached out to one of their top reporters and asked them the questions, and the person responded with no comment. So we know this is going on, okay? Cointelegraph is going down. CoinDesk isn't worth anything. CoinDesk, do you remember, TJ, when CoinDesk stopped doing press releases and stuff? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You know, they do them again.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I found that out at the conference this weekend. Wendy told me.
Yeah.
I didn't know. At some point, they had established they weren't doing anything paid, and then I guess they never made an announcement, just started doing paid stuff again. So CoinDesk worth nothing. Cointelegraph is going down. The block, they got paid $27 million from SBF and Alameda, right? Decrypt, I like Decrypt, actually. I would say Decrypt, to me, is the most trustworthy. I don't have anything to shoot holes in what they do. I think Decrypt is a good agency. Maybe we can partner with them in some ways. But we're going to establish an unbiased, I want it to be a nonprofit. I want the news division to be nonprofit. We might have other divisions of the site that maybe can generate some income, but the news side of it with the reporters, like, I want this to be unbiased, nonprofit, where you're getting information because the information exists, not because someone has an agenda. And that's what we see with CoinDesk, Digital Currency Group, right behind them, okay? Then we see, obviously, with Cointelegraph, Grisha Fishman. Look that name up. The original founder of Cointelegraph, early Bitcoin mining whale. The entire thing was designed to be a pump for Bitcoin in the beginning, and then for altcoins following that. They've covered massive amounts of rug pulls, and they've covered it up. So Cointelegraph going down. We are going to rise up, and we're going to make this community-driven, unbiased, okay? It's important people get the right information in crypto, okay? Number two, government regulations. By the time that, if Bitcoin is able to move where we think it's going to move, the potential that it has, there's not going to be a larger crypto lobbying behemoth than BitBoy Crypto and Bitcoin. The amount of money we're going to be able to pour into that, because guys, Bitcoin's not about profit. All the money coming from the liquidity pools is going to go towards crypto adoption. Now, we do have a backer. Backer gets 50%. So I can't speak about what they're going to do with their 50% of the liquidity pool profits that come in ETH. The Bitcoin that's split between the two of us will have thresholds, time locks, the whole thing. We'll give more details on that after the deal is done. So, there's going to be no dumping. But for our part of the liquidity pool profits, it's all going to crypto adoption. All of it. So much money is going to go to pro-crypto candidates, backing state-funded or state-sponsoring bills on the state level, maybe some federal stuff. We'll see what happens down the road. Okay. Number three. So far we've got news, we have government regulations, we have, number three, education. If people don't understand what's happening in crypto, they have all these ideas that are misconstrued. We got to get an accredited course for crypto that goes in colleges, high schools, a middle school level, simple financial stuff to be in the elementary school level. We want to get something accredited that's going to establish the education. We're going to be having workshops, applications for people to run workshops that we'll pay for and fund and give materials for, okay? All across the United States and maybe beyond. We'll have to see. This is going to start in the United States. This is the big problem right now. The regulation in the United States is the big problem. Once we get that straightened out, we can move to international. If you are international, you have to understand how important the American regulation is to the future of crypto in the short term. Because if you remove the ability for Americans to invest in crypto, the market's going to have a hard time, okay? Number four, along with the education, and also I will say this, we're going to put a copy of Catching Up to Crypto, my book, in every library in America. Every public library, and then later, potentially every high school library. So in every college library. Now, the profits from that, like, I'm not going to take profits from buying my own book that come with a liquidity pool, okay? I'm not going to do that because I think that just sends the wrong message. That's like I'm pumping myself. No. We're going to take the profits from the book and we're going to roll them back in to the project. So I'm not making money on that, right? We are getting my book out. It's great awareness for me, but that's that's going to go for that. Number 4, public awareness. We are going to have we got Max Santana says if you're against Ben, you're against crypto. Simple as that. Accurate. Now, Bitcoin maximalists, they're going to hate it. They're going to absolutely hate it. Paul Mack, what can you do to help Ben? All you got to do is go, follow the socials. We got a Telegram group right now. We're eventually going to migrate that Telegram group over to my BitSquad crypto chat that we don't really use anymore. We're going to move that over there. There's a lot more people in there. We can revive those people in crypto. It can be a kind of a big explosion of attention. But what can you do? Just support. Defend us on Twitter. Defend us. Like, push the message forward. Guys, this is not about the price of the coin. This is about crypto adoption. And obviously, when you see projects move forward, you see price advance. But what we're aiming for is projects on CoinMarketCap. I believe, and I really believe what I'm about to tell you. I believe this is a top 50 project easy. I believe top 10 to top 20, it's going to be very difficult. But I think the potential is there, especially top 20. But this is not a short-term thing, guys. This is a project that we're going to establish. If you're in a community of Cardano or XRP or Ethereum or Polygon, for instance, or any of the projects that we love, trust, and support, then you're going to have a big opportunity for those communities to partner with us on number 4, our public awareness campaigns. We are going to absolutely change the paradigm for what people think about crypto. We're going to post, you guys see what's going to happen this week in Miami. We're going to post provocative messages to break down the false ideas that people have of crypto. I can't wait. We're going to be doing massive campaigns, public awareness, billboards, billboards in Times Square. We're going to do billboards around where Elizabeth Warren is, where Gary Gensler is, other anti-crypto people, okay? We're going to be challenging the ideas. It's not just going to be crypto, also Bitcoin specifically. We're going to have pro-Bitcoin messages. It's just not going to be only pro-Bitcoin, which that's why the maxis are going to be mad. The only people that will be against what we're doing by the time this is done are the maximalists that don't want crypto education out there. And I'll see plenty of them this week in Bitcoin Miami. They don't want crypto. They don't want crypto education. They want Bitcoin only education. Well, I don't believe a decentralized internet exists on Bitcoin. I believe it exists and will exist on Ethereum and Cardano. Gerardo Mejia, where do we buy? Look, I'm not. I got to be careful. I'm going to be the chairman of the Ben Foundation, but like I got to figure out like what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say in terms of price and where to buy and stuff. I'm not going to be talking about price. I will tell you that I'm going to take a Charles Hoskinson route. I believe that the growth of this coin is going to be natural. It's going to be organic, and it's going to be over the long term. And this is not going to become a Ben channel either. We will talk about it sometimes when it's relevant, but every day I'm not going to come on here and intro with, but as we're moving towards establishing this deal, and of course, next week I'm going to do a video on the roadmap and things like that. Like we're going to talk about it like we talk about anything else. Okay. But all you got to do is go here to CoinMarketCap, go to CoinMarketCap, and then just go to search Ben. Click on it. The logo will be changing too. We're guys, I know some people love the dog. We're not a dog coin. This is not a meme coin. Okay. This is not a meme coin. We're going to get far away. Most likely we are doing a logo contest. And there is a chance if the community votes for a dog logo, which I don't believe they will, then we could potentially have one. But most likely, we've got a few directions that we're leaning in already. So just know that logo will be changed. Right now, it's 26.57 on CoinMarketCap. If you go here and you go to markets, it will show you where it's tradable at. Uniswap, Poloniex, MEXC, LBank, CoinW, SuperX, and Uniswap V2. Now, here's the thing. I can tell you guys there are tons of exchanges coming. I've been contacted by some of the biggest exchanges out there, and I'll just go ahead and say, no, not Binance, okay? Binance has had to change the way they're listing. Binance is no longer the premier place you want your coin listed right now because their process for listing, because of the government, scrutinization that they're under, they're just much slower. So eventually, I'm sure Binance and Coinbase will list this coin. I believe that will happen down the road. We're not going to focus on those two. But some of the other biggest exchanges certainly have contacted with me. And my plan is to where we kind of roll these exchange listings out, as a process and not all at once. We don't want them all at once. So we're going to use this to keep the momentum going and stuff like that. So there will be many, many more exchanges at 5 to 8 that I've been talking to right now. or part of my team or part of my mods, whatever it is, Ben.eth, when he was still in charge of it, he was talking to, got a lot of these deals already established. And then there's many, many more. So there will be plenty of places to buy it in the future. Right now, mostly decentralized exchanges. And then you have, Mexi, LBank, Poloniex are pretty respectable exchanges. Let's see. Confidence, the only one it says is moderate here is SuperX. But what I would say is this is until this thing is in my hands 100%, I can't tell you it's not, this is what I want to say. It's not in my hands 100% right now. It's going to be in the hands of the Bitcoin Foundation, but it's going to be later in the week. So, and it's a holdup on my end. It's not a holdup on the other guys. And it's just a matter of getting liquidity together and doing some deals, some OTC deals to make sure that we can pay off. It is a multi-million-dollar deal. And, we're super excited about it and can't wait. So here's what I'll say. Like, people are asking about different meme coins and stuff. Guys, we will talk about meme coins when we show the Crypto Casino portfolio. We might have some founders on for some interviews and stuff like that down the road. But guys, it's just so hard for me to it's hard for y'all. It's hard for the audience to separate when I talk about a meme coin and say, I might sell out of this thing any moment. It might go up. I might sell it. I might get out. It's gambling. There's no reason that all of these are going to go down to zero in the long term. Except for maybe Doge, maybe Pepe, who knows, maybe Shiba. Bitcoin is no longer a meme coin, so I don't want any people even putting us in that same group of coins. But for the most part, meme coins go to zero, and it's a game of getting out when you can. And I just don't think it just seems like it kind of blew up in my face talking about all these meme coins. So we're probably not going to be talking about too many meme coins going forward, other than showing in our portfolio on Fridays, because it's just. I can't follow all the rules. I can't follow the rules that everybody has laid out for me out there. Like, people say, because I'm talking about meme coins, now I'm shilling meme coins. It's like, no, guys, if you look, I said plenty of times, it's just purely gambling and fun, but it doesn't matter because the audience can't never necessarily differentiate that. So if they're in the news, we'll talk about them. Like, if not, we're probably not going to be pushing them too far. So, all right. Horrible shilling. You think what I just said, you think the roadmap for crypto adoption that I just laid out is shilling? Guys, if you like what we're doing with Bitcoin, if you like that we're not going to be taking profits from the liquidity pool, which we could from day one, I can make it selfish. I can take them all, but I'm not. This is about community. It's about crypto adoption. This is how we put the pie back in the hater's face. What kind of pie? Certainly not pecan, because I love pecan pie. I would never waste a pecan pie, okay? If you like what we're doing, if you want crypto adoption to come and you want to be part of it, make sure to smash that like button. Number one thing you can do right now to support crypto adoption. There's going to be many, many more ways in the future. So, okay.
I'll look into that, my man.
Yeah, we'll look into it, my man.
Probably wasn't me. It might have been one of the mods, but we'll look into that.
We will check that out.
It definitely wasn't me.
Yep. Okay. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and move on. Let's start talking about the markets. We're right here on coinmarketcap.com. So here we go. We got exchanges. Let me go to the homepage there. There we go. All right. We got 24,178 coins. Remember, they told you guys that this number was going to go down in the bear market. It has gone up. 626 exchanges. These are going up as well. Big story. U.S. Department of Justice saying they're going after crypto exchanges. We'll see what that means. Wow, market cap down significantly, 1.142 since the last time. It got all the way up over 1.7 or 1.17. It's now down to $1.14 trillion in market cap. $30 billion in volume. The volume's been so low. Our trading numbers have been so low.
Yeah.
Like insanely low. And I said, I think we've got to be getting a low on volume here pretty soon. So I do expect maybe a breakout one way or the other. Bitcoin dominance, 46.5%. ETH ticking up towards 20% and 19.7%. And then we have 43.5 Paraguays will get you an ETH transaction. Let's go ahead and establish here. Do we have a guest on today at all? Just Frank?
We have Kelly on for towards the end for some chart or some BitLab stuff.
So Frank's not doing charts today?
AJ will be doing it.
H? Wow. Okay. Oh, he's in the background. I see him right there. AJ, I know he's got bars, but he know how to talk about candle bars. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I know that 27.3 level was proven to be very key.
Yeah. Okay. We'll let them talk about that stuff. Right now, it's at $27,422. And the market, I think it's important to start paying attention to the Bitcoin market cap, $531 billion. Ethereum coming in at 1828. It's been hovering between 1750 and 1850 this week. Let's see here. Any significant gainers? Not really. Cardano up 0.25%. Let's check out the biggest gainers over the last 24 hours. Lido DAO, LDO. Ethereum liquid staking up almost 12%. The graph up about 10%. Frax shares, Litecoin, Rocket Pool, nothing over 4% gainers. Phantom having a nice little run here. Sweet, what did we buy Sweet at? Do you remember?
I don't. Not that. We can go look. I know it dumped like 80%.
Well,
last week.
Yeah, we bought it on the dump.
Maybe.
Yeah, we did for sure. I mean, there's no way we didn't. Let's see here. I think we bought it somewhere about here. So I think we bought it maybe around $1.25. We'd have to look at that. So it's right around the same place. I think it's hit a floor. So afternoon, Ben from Robert Wallace. Big fans, watching for a few years, and you've taught me a lot. I'm looking at buying a few alts with 100x potential over the next bull run. Any suggestions? Not financial advice. I mean, look, I'll say it again. Don't want to be a dead horse here. But obviously XRP. I mean, XRP has got that potential, I believe. A lot of people are excited about it once this case ends. We've started to see, TJ and I were talking about this morning. We started to see, regardless of what the Department of Justice said today, we started to see the pendulum swing, I believe, with regulation for crypto. I think the SEC is going to be out. They're not going to be in charge of crypto, and that's going to be very important. Maybe that's what the Michael Hodge, we'll say that to the end. We'll check out your portfolio during Q&A. But I think we've already seen the worst of it, I think. We'll see what happens going forward. Hopefully, the Republican Congress will come up with some stuff that'll be good, and we'll be able to start swinging the other way.
Yeah,
so.
The big news I saw today was the library case. They were dropping the penalty they were seeking from $20 million to like $100K or something.
Are we covering that today?
I'm not sure if that made it into the
and then let's see, pick a coin. Is that where I pick it or the audience pick?
I think we've got 3 coins. Basically, we go over Filecoin, Arweave, and storage, and then kind of talk with the audience, and then make our pick.
Okay.
Three storage coins, basically.
We're gonna put one in our portfolio.
Potentially, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I mean, we already have Filecoin in the portfolio as it is. Did you know storage is an Atlanta company?
I did not.
We should take a visit down there or have them come visit us.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's old school. Like that's a 2017 project. Guys, don't forget to check out. Do we have the link pulled up? So, here it is. Don't forget to go to. I think you go to bt.c.
Yeah.
No. B.tc maybe. B.tc. Yep. And I think you can actually get rid of the word conference there, and it still works. Golly, guys, I just don't know what I'm doing up here.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Let's see. Yep, if you go to B.tc, it brings up the this page right here. Just click on Bitcoin 2023. And you guys can see here, Miami Beach, it is starting on Wednesday. I mean, we're going down today. There's going to be a lot of people down there. We're super excited about it. Like I said, we got some stunts planned. We're excited about it. Of course, we're doing a really fun thing with an escape room from some people from the BitSquad tomorrow. You guys be on the lookout for that video. It's going to be really fun, giving away up to a whole Bitcoin. If you guys want to come and visit and you haven't yet, all you got to do is go to tickets, click tickets right here. And then go to, of course, you're probably going to want the general admission pass, most of you guys. And then all you got to do is come in here to
add to cart. Yeah.
Add to cart, view cart, and then type in where do you put in we go checkout?
Checkout, yeah.
Checkout. And then you put in the promo code, which is right here. Yeah, okay, it's already got it. So you put in the promo code BitBoy. You get 10% off. So there you go. You guys make sure to do that. We're going to be at the conference. Obviously, I'm not speaking. We got some fun stuff. We got 100 wizard hats or 100 wizard hats to hand out for Udi and Eric's talk about ordinals. Super excited about that, to be supporters. And we got to do a poker tournament on Saturday night. Maybe we'll have details about that. I don't know. Maybe DZ can share details tomorrow. Maybe we get that to him. Or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, while we're doing the show live in Miami, we can do some of that stuff as well. So super excited. AJ, you want to come on up? Okay. Guys, this is AJ. AJ loves BTC. He also loves Ben. I don't know if he loves the coin. We'll have to see.
Hey, what's up, BitSquad? How you doing? AJ Writes Crypto here. Ben, I am in the poker tournament with you.
Yeah, but I'm going to make sure that you're out pretty quick.
Oh, so mean. Yeah. Shout out to George for hooking us up with the poker tournament. There's like WSOP champions going to be there.
I've been, got to be decent friends with Tom Dewan since we did a show together, and
wow.
I think he may come. So he's,
Really?
you know, I believe he's like, I don't know what the ratings are right now, but you know, one of the greatest cash players of all time. And rip Texas Dolly.
Yeah, Doyle
so
Brunson,
sad.
10-2 offsuit. You know,
Yeah,
wow.
back-to-back World Series of Poker
Yep.
champion, main event, greatest figure in all of poker,
Yep.
and you know, very sad for his family. I was fortunate enough; I never played with him, but I did get to see him play one time at the World Series of Poker, and you know, rip to the goat.
Yeah, that was a very sad. I actually talked to my grandma yesterday for Mother's Day.
Yeah,
Because my grandma was who taught me how to play poker, and we always watched Doyle Brunson.
Yeah.
That was her favorite player.
such a good guy.
Yeah. So anyway, here we are. Thanks for having me. Love talking poker. I could come up here and talk poker all day. All right. So here we are. Bitcoin chart. I do heartbeat BTC. You can check out this shirt. It's a new one at hitmerch.com. So be sure to check that out. So here we are. I'm looking at the 3-day chart for Bitcoin, and I'm not exactly in love with what I see. So as you can see from the beginning of 2023, we are in this overall uptrend since the beginning of the year. And here we are, we're kind of coming back down to the bottom. And if we actually test the bottom of this trend, we could come down to 25 and still technically be in a macro uptrend. What I do not like right here on the 3-day chart is that if you look at this level on the market cipher B and the price level, and then how right here it's lower here when the price is higher, this is a textbook case of bearish divergence on a 3-day chart. The higher the time frame, the more relevant the indication. So, and that's really not looking the best. And a lot of volume, the majority of volume is down at like $19,000-$20,000. So let's hope that we hold this channel level here, and there is a saving grace that we're still above the 50 on the RSI on the 3-day chart. Another thing I want to show you on the 6-hour chart really fast. Let me make this visible for me here. Let me squeeze this over. Okay, so first let me draw this one little trend line really fast. Boom, boom. Okay, so Bitcoin was kind of in this uptrend. Super interesting. Like Bitcoin is at a very interesting spot, and I really want you to keep an eye on this and monitor this for your altcoin trades. Personally, I do not trade Bitcoin, but I use Bitcoin to make my altcoin trades. And this is super important moving forward with where we are on the chart right now. So on the 6-hour chart, what I noticed here is that, first of all, we have a bearish cross on the 250 EMA. The bear cross is right there. It basically just happened. That is no bueno. And another thing here is that if you look at how Bitcoin was kind of coming up, and now it went below that, and now what was once the floor is now the ceiling, and we have overhead resistance, and we are sitting directly on that overhead resistance. So before I get in or out of any trades, what I'm going to be doing is watching this level to see if Bitcoin breaks above and heads back up, or if Bitcoin breaks below, and if it gets rejected, I will most likely be looking for shorts with altcoins. Also, over the weekend, where I had some good luck trading here on the 1-hour chart, I think this was back on Friday. Yes, on Friday. So here, if you, I don't know, the dictionary just popped up. Okay. So right here, there's this really long hammer wick. And if you look at the price action here and the RSI, and then you look at where the price is here with the RSI, with the hammer wick was a perfect example of bullish divergence, is what took us back up to hold that channel line right there. So right now, Bitcoin's at a super interesting spot, even right here on the 1-hour. It's sitting right below that overhead resistance. And I'm really going to be looking for what Bitcoin is going to do there, which way it's going to go to make a decision. Really fast, I will give you some alpha on one of my favorite altcoins to trade is Singularity Net AGIX. If you look here at the 10-hour chart, this coin pumped ridiculous, you know, in the beginning of the year. And now it kind of came up really hard here, but now it is sitting once again, what was once the floor is now the ceiling. And if it can stay above this line here, like if Bitcoin breaks above that overhead resistance, I will definitely be going long on Singularity Net AGIX. Even if we come in here to, like, say, the 2-hour chart and look at where we are, it is kind of, you know, it's kind of it's a wait and see thing. The money flow is changing from negative and it's actually headed towards the green. It is looking a little oversold. It's most likely what's going to happen. It's probably going to come back down and retest this like 24-cent level and then maybe turn around and head back up. Yeah, so that's all I got. Thanks for having me up here. And if you're going to be in Bitcoin Miami, I'm leaving tomorrow. Johnny and I are on the same flight. I'm super grateful to go. You know, and if you see me, say hello. I'm excited to be there. So that's all I got. Thank you. Boom.
Now, if you guys really want to get AJ, just pretend you don't know who he is, even if you do. Wow, wow, wow. Walk up to him. If you really want to get him, walk up to him and ask him if he's Frank.
And
Love that.
That actually works just as good for Ben if you walk up and ask if he's AJ.
Wow. Okay. Okay. That's fun. That's fun stuff. All right. Moving on. Let's get going on with the news. Don't forget the charts were brought to you by BitGet. You know, maybe a potential listing partner there. So, all right, here we go. Bitcoin, a top 3 asset. Headlines. In the event of U.S. debt default, I think, didn't Nick DeMonte put in one of our chats that we should do maybe he didn't. I want to do an explanation of the debt ceiling.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a great video.
Yeah, debt default. I mean, it's definitely a hot topic right now.
Yeah, well, it becomes a hot topic quite often.
Yeah.
So, as U.S. President Joe Biden prepares to meet with Congress on May 16th to discuss the U.S. debt ceiling, investors are seeking hedges to protect their savings, in the event of default. You guys can see here, what will you buy if the U.S. hits the debt ceiling? You guys can see right here. Most people are going to buy gold because, you know, guys, we got to flip in gold. Am I right? Like, at least in aware, like, Bitcoin is far superior to gold. It's not even close. That's a great example of how we have to change the mindset of people. We've got the Rebel in Black with a super chat. I'm one of the top bin holders. I'm very happy you're getting full control of it. I met you last year at Rare Bloom. Hope to meet up with you at Rare Evo and give you an interview about Bitcoin. I got a VIP pass. Well, yeah, we'd love to do that there. Can't wait. There's some interesting speakers there at Rare Evo that I can't wait to have some words with. That's all I'll say. This makes Bitcoin a more popular choice than the US dollar, the Japanese yen, or the Swiss franc. According to, and I got to say, I like the American version of Frank. The Swiss version, I'm just not sure. You know, when he's giving you chart advice, he's always like, it could go up, it could go down. See, because, do you get the joke?
Mm-hmm.
It's because he's neutral.
Mm-hmm.
See, guys.
Doesn't take sides.
Yeah. This makes Bitcoin a more popular choice than those. 11% of retail investor respondents said they are more willing to buy Bitcoin, more willing to buy Bitcoin. According to Bloomberg survey, nearly 60% of respondents said the risks are bigger this time than 2011. 41% of respondents also believe that a default directly threatens the U.S. dollar. You know, where can we find the, let's see, 637 respondents? Is that a lot? We've got, I think we have over 1,400 or 1,500 respondents to our stablecoin survey, which real quick, I think we were supposed to announce a winner for that today. Let me check on that. Let's see here. Let's see. I'll be checking on this throughout the show for stablecoin survey. If not, I'll make sure we get that done today. Pick the winner, then we'll announce it on. I'll have DZ announce it tomorrow. Either I'll do it on Wednesday. Okay, so 637. You got to look at the. So out of 637, that means like about. Let's just say 8 times 6, 40. About 48 people out of that 637 said they would buy Bitcoin. So pretty interesting there. Thank you for the super chat there, TM. Moving on. Strategist at $4.5 trillion fund warns sudden interest rate could could crush dollar, boost Bitcoin and gold. Fidelity macro expert Urian Timmer says a Fed pivot back to lower interest rates could ignite fresh bull markets for gold and Bitcoin. Yeah, like why would he say that? If country develops an urgent need for lower rates to pay for massive debt stock, that could undermine Fed's autonomy. So, I tell you what, you got to look for ways that Jerome Powell can save face. That's what you have to look for. If you were to lower, how can he save face and put the onus on someone else, such as the federal government overlords, Joe Biden, whoever? This could be a scenario, according to what he's saying here, blame it on the debt. In such a scenario, it would be easy to see the dollar weaken and obviously if it happens, yeah, the dollar weakens, real rates get suppressed once again, which are two of gold's main drivers. And if Bitcoin is gold's high-octane cousin, it makes sense that Bitcoin is along for the ride. Don't we all have that one high-octane cousin that's always on meth? I think everybody's got that guy. Timmer also says the Fed is historically already being moderately restrictive when it comes to monetary policy. However, the macro expert believes that inflation is already retreating, which suggests a Fed pivot could be near. The Davenport report. That's my guy. Did we make him a mod?
I think he is a mod. Yeah.
Wouldn't it say it if?
I don't know.
Yeah, make sure he's a mod. Add as a moderator. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Okay. Yeah, he messaged me about being a mod. He's been on the channel a lot with comments. All right. Okay. Thoughts on SEC claim of algo as a security and how XRP's win will affect algo. Guys, real quick, let's take a detour here and let's pull up the library story. Let's see. Guys, this is the most important case in crypto. This is far more important than the XRP case. I want everybody to understand that. Why? Because the decision was first. So obviously, I believe algo is not a security, but I do believe that the library case does establish that the SEC does have the opportunity to consider the sale of some of these projects. Even though there was a Dux auction, I don't know if there was a pre-sale behind algo. I can't remember. I don't know the details of that. XRP, there certainly was a sale. They can attack the sale, but they can't attack secondary market. So that means is the price today, it can only be upside, okay? It can only be good for these projects, even if their sales are considered securities. Because that means that, number one, the secondary market is not a security, which means the trading goes on like normal. Everybody can relist it. And number two, and more importantly, it means these projects are now regulated. It's now been established what these coins are, and on the secondary market, they're safe. That's going to open the floodgates, guys. There are so many people that wouldn't invest in XRP because they said, oh, I'm afraid the SEC is going to go after it. Now the SEC's gone after it. So now after they win or get a settlement or whatever the case may be, is not considered a security. Okay, now at that point, all those people are safe to come back in. Go back up that super chat. About Pulse Chain. Guys, we're going to be talking about Pulse Chain here in a few minutes. It's going to be on headlines. And then what's the last one?
Basically, this one.
Oh, yeah. You guys, we already said we're not going to talk about that one. Guys, we're just not talking about meme coins. We have to pull away from talking about meme coins. It's just like there's been huge outcry about me talking about meme coins. And, you know, the thing is like, unfortunately, like, so some of these projects, like they got to move themselves. They got to do things themselves. They can't lean on me to be responsible for raising awareness at all times of these projects. We certainly will show these meme coins in the portfolio videos on Fridays. But outside of that, like I just got to pull back from those a little bit because, you know, people are trying to box me in. And, you know, like, look, it's just the kind of thing where, once again, like I said earlier, the audience can't differentiate between what I'm saying as a gamble and what's more due to utility. I was shocked. I was on Twitter Spaces yesterday. People don't know the difference between S coins and meme coins. Like meme coins are their own thing, guys. Like they don't offer anything. Anything that has a utility, they can certainly be established to be an S coin, as we call them, because maybe they don't meet their goals. But the goal of an S coin is to move to a place where it's no longer considered that, like Cardano or Ethereum or whatever, ICP, whatever, because they have value and utility and it's being shown and people are aware of it. Okay, I want you guys to understand this case, okay? This is the most important case in crypto. Why? Okay, I believe they were served were they served after or before XRP? Can you look that up?
Sure.
The lawyers for the library is now called Odyssey, didn't have the money. I think they spent 10 million, right? Maybe on legal fees. XRP's already spent 150 million. Will end up being 200 million by the time it's over, or the company Ripple will, okay? Guys, everybody's talking about the SEC getting control of crypto and regulating crypto. It's not what the law says. It's not what precedent says now. And not only that, we've now seen the SEC back down 20x. They just had to back down 20x. Okay, let's explain what that means. Okay, Library got sued by the SEC. The SEC said, you're a security. Library, now called Odyssey, is a, well, let's pull it up real quick. We'll pull up Odyssey so you guys can see it. I think we're doing fine on time. Pull up Odyssey. Here we go. You guys can see it is a YouTube-like platform here. And it's a competitor to YouTube. Maybe that's why they were in the targets. You know, we don't know exactly for sure what is going on there. Like, look at this video. Like, if you need to know what's going on with, oh, these are ads at the bottom. These are clickbait. If you need to know what's going on with your urologist and Viagra, you can check this out right here. Unfortunately, of course, you can't see it because it's under our banner.
So it did start. It looks like Ripple case started in 2020 and Library started March 21.
Okay, so right after the Ripple case, they go after Library first. Library can't extend the case, okay? They're a YouTube competitor. The token is used to reward content creators. It's like a social media economy, right? So the SEC says, library, you're security. Library says, no, the F we're not, blah, blah, blah. The F I don't. And so what happens is they go through these legal proceedings. They try to use the fair notice defense, okay? Fair notice defense is where you say, hey, the SEC had plenty of time to tell us with this sale, and we gave them all the opportunities to tell us it was security, and they didn't say anything. So we needed fair notice before the sale to be able to determine whether or not we were a security, and we need to be regulated under the SEC. So the XRP, the Ripple case, they were looking at fair notice defense, and when they gave out their final summary judgment, nobody could understand why they didn't use the fair notice defense. Well, it didn't work for library afterwards. So good call with the Ripple lawyers there. But what happens here is that the case ends, and the judge says library is a security. I believe it's the LRC token. I believe. Let's look that up.
They said the sale was as a security.
No, not yet.
Oh.
Not yet. We got to get there first. It's not LRC. It's
LBR. It was like LBY or something, or was. I don't know if they.
Well, let me just LBRY. Library LBC. Isn't that like where Snoop chills?
Long Beach County.
And the LBC?
Yeah.
Right? I guess Snoop is all for library credits. You guys make sure to go follow him and see everything he says about LBC. Similar to BC. You guys can see here the price here. We go and we look at the all-time chart. You guys can see, obviously, it had a huge run up 2018, and then it crashed, had a decent run up during the bull run, and it got halted in March. Why? Because of the SEC case, and has been flatlined ever since. If we were to go and look at the last, let's say the last month, still continue to be on a dip. Year, it's not been a good year. Maybe it's established. I mean, look at that. That's a triple bottom. That's a triple bottom right there for library. I don't know. Look, I'm not promoting library, but I'm saying looking at that chart, that looks pretty strong for support around where it is now. The point being, there's two sides to a case. And this is what everybody doesn't understand because library is the only one in crypto that's played it out. First case is this a security? Judge says yes. That part of the hearing, that part of the trial, that part of the case is over. It is a security. You go to the second phase. The second phase is a totally separate hearing, totally separate case, totally separate trials. And it's all about, okay, now that we've established that it is a security, what do we do now? Okay, what do we do now with this? What happened is John Deaton of the XRP Army, throw it up if you're in the XRP Army. We love John Deaton. I've told John Deaton before, I believe John Deaton is probably really the master and commander of the XRP Army. I'm the self-proclaimed leader, of course. He told me he thought I was one of the leaders too, so that's cool, whatever. Me and John have a great relationship. John Deaton goes to court and testifies on behalf of library and tells the judge, this is a utility token. You pay creators with this. There's no way this is a security. It doesn't make sense on the secondary market. People are using it for a purpose. You know what happens? Judge agrees. The judge says, you know what? We're going to go ahead and establish this point going forward. The sale was a security. The secondary market is not. Okay. So that catches you up to speed with the library case, which, by the way, we went to Congress. None of the congressmen's office we talked to or congresswomen's office we talked to knew that this case was even going on. It's pretty scary, the suppression of the SEC on this case, okay? They don't want you to know that it's already been ruled they don't regulate crypto. It's already been ruled through this case, already established. Federal judge, already established. So that catches us up to where we are today with this very, very, very interesting story here. The SEC could settle for a $111,000 penalty instead of a $22 million penalty in the library case.
And this is what's so interesting. What they do is you won't hear this headline anywhere probably today if you're not watching this show.
Nope.
But when the other case came out, you heard over and over, $22 million. We've got this big fine, and now that's not actually going to happen. It's going to be $100 grand. But all the mainstream people think like, oh, the SEC got a big win, and that's the way they're always trying to position.
That's a suppression of the mainstream media, suppression of the media in general. But guys, this is gigantic news. This is an absolute white flag surrender retreat. Now, they've already had to pay a lot of money in lawyer fees. Like, that's where a lot of this comes in, is legal fees. But $22 million, they argued, was going to destroy the project. It was going to destroy them. Now it's all the way down to $111,000. How weak is that for the SEC? That's worse than the CoinDesk offer Charles Hoskinson made on CoinDesk. Like, compared to the value they said it was worth to what he offered, this is worse than that. It's crazy. You read yesterday, Democratic lawmakers have been giving marching orders to push for the SEC to have full oversight of crypto. Once again, guys, partisan now. Republicans for crypto, Democrats against it. That doesn't surprise me at all. Okay. Court documents show the SEC could slash its $22 million fine per filing made on Friday. Watchdog said the library broke U.S. securities laws by offering unregistered LCB. Oh, it's LCB. I've been saying LBC. Wait. They don't even know what the name of the token is in this article. Good thing we looked that up first.
Yeah.
It's library credits, LBC. So the lawsuit filed in March 2021, which secured a $22 million fine, would end up with a reduced penalty worth $111,000. I tell you guys, the SEC is not scary, guys. It's not scary like you think it is. They don't have the power that they're portraying. You know what they are? They are a puppet casting shadows on the back of a cave. That's what they are. We're big and scary. Look at us. If your head's turned and you only see the shadows, well, Plato's algorithm fun here, and you only see the shadows, you think it's terrifying. But when you can look them eye to eye and you can see them face to face, you realize they're constantly being criticized and being, downsized in their power by the rest of the federal government. Constantly. By these judges, they don't stand for it. Let's see. The SEC filed to slash its $22 million lawsuit. A court in New Hampshire ruled against Library and backed the SEC's claims. The watchdog sued Library for $22 million. Wow, they continue to say it wrong. That is hilarious. Library is a blockchain-based file-sharing payment network. We talked about what it was. Argued the commission's fine was excessive, citing Kick's $100 million token offering and subsequent $5 million settlement. Regulatory scene in the U.S. Soured significantly in the months that followed after a library lawsuit and unleashed a sizzling crackdown. May 12th, they cited their lack of funds and near defunct status and filed documents to reduce its fine to $111,000. So I guess the SEC kind of got what they want, right? Like, they have a lack of funds. They're trying to destroy the project. The commission has rattled crypto's ecosystem. Entities like Coinbase have looked toward offshore jurisdictions amid America's stifling crypto regulatory landscape. And I want you guys to understand, like, one thing we might be able to do with some of this government regulation money from Bitcoin, we don't know exactly what all this is going to look like for us. We don't know how much surplus we're going to have when it comes to these budgets that we've set up. But one thing we can look at doing is helping projects like Library reestablish themselves. That's something we could do as well. Projects that are victims of the overreach of power of the SEC. Victims. Maybe that's something we can do as well. Maybe we can help out the library credits community. I mean, I love the idea of a decentralized YouTube. I think we do. Let's see. Are we still putting our stuff on here? No, that's not it.
It was, I don't know if it was going for a long time automatically.
Wait, crypto?
It might have changed when the stuff was going on with the SEC.
Well, it may have changed with, no.
Oh, there it is.
Well, no, look, we're still uploading.
Yeah.
That was the last video. Over and over. This is a weird one to pin. What is this? A year ago? Let's get rid of this one. Let's pin a different one. Let's pin the,
well, you're probably going to have to be logged
well, I have to log in. I have to log in, which I'm not going to do here. But yeah, so I mean, we've been supporters of the library from the very beginning. We've always posted our content over there. We love decentralized social media. So you got to understand, this is a gigantic story today. And so meanwhile, you've got these things right here saying like, the Fed is coming after, or the, people are trying to establish that, they're against crypto and the pendulum is not swinging. People are scared and stuff like that. We're not even close to done with headlines, by the way.
Okay.
Well, that was a detour. We detoured. So I'll run through the rest pretty quick. All right. U.S. obligations hit $200 trillion if entitlements are not cut as demographic storm looms. That's from Stanley Druckenmiller. He's warning America's fiscal situation could force the nation to give up most of its social programs and entitlements. You want to talk about Biden's base turning on him in a second? Give up those government programs. Give up Medicaid. Give up welfare. See what happens. Druckenmiller says if you account for what the government owes future senior citizens of America, it can't make it. He worked with George Soros. It's time we let go of the false pretense that cutting entitlements is a choice. It is not. Either we cut them today or we have to cut them much more tomorrow. That's what happened when Greece had its uprisings because they had cut all their government spending programs about 10 years ago. U.S. senators introduced bill requiring reports on El Salvador's Bitcoin adoption. I thought this was interesting. This was, of course, announced at the 2021 Bitcoin conference. The Accountability for Cryptocurrency in El Salvador Act introduced by Senators James Risch, Senator Bob Menendez, Senator Bill Cassidy, sounds like the Sundance Kid, requires the Secretary of State in coordination with other federal departments to submit a report on the adoption of Bitcoin as legal tender in El Salvador. Bill also calls for a plan to mitigate any potential risks to the U.S. financial system posed by the adoption of crypto as legal tender in El Salvador. And guys, I've been very much on the record as saying that I believe that it's not a great thing for a third world country to establish an appreciating asset as their currency. I've been very critical of this decision, even though I support Najib Bukele. I like the direction, but I don't think it's the right country. You don't need to have a place where, I'm not trying to be use stereotypes here, but they eat burritos and tacos and stuff, right? Hispanic food down in El Salvador. You don't want someone to pay $3 for a taco, and then down the road that $3 is worth $50, right? An appreciating asset. I think it's a better move for these countries, and they have done this to their credit, establish Bitcoin in their treasuries, and also let's start looking at the idea of backing a currency with Bitcoin. Makes a lot more sense than having a slow network be your cash. That was Roger Vere's whole argument with Bitcoin Cash. So U.S. Secret Service will hold a Reddit AMA on crypto later today. Oh, my God. It's going on right now, actually, I think, or maybe it's already over. Let's see. The field office will be asking an AMA. One of these AMAs is probably going to be, hey, will you tell us how much crypto you have? We won't tell the president, we promise. If we told him, he'd forget. That was a good one. You should have laughed more at that.
I did.
one,
I
DJ.
laughed at that one.
You snick. That was like a huff laugh. Like, that was really funny. See, because Joe Biden can't remember anything. That's the joke, guys. Past 12 months, our team has investigated pig butchering. What?
What?
What is this? What is pig butchering? Pig butchering scam? What is that? What in the world? Is that a type of scam that I've never heard of before? Like a rug pull, but a pig butcher? Yeah, look that up. See what that is. See what that is. That's very interesting. Let's see. Cryptocurrency, we've covered millions of stolen funds. The cop that I've been telling you guys that we met in Minneapolis, by the way, reached back out about trying to teach people how to report crypto thefts in the right way. So we're definitely going to be doing some stuff there.
Okay, so it looks like it's just a abbreviation kind of for fraud.
Oh, it literally says it right here. Read the unhighlighted parts, Ben. In a pig butchering scam, a consumer is approached on social media by someone posing as a would-be friend, potential romantic interest, or an employee of a trusted financial institution, or I would say, or an impersonator of, social media influencers. As the conversation progresses, suggests the victim invest or safeguard their crypto by depositing. American consumers lose about $429 million each year to pig butchers. Wow. Yeah. Ooh, man, that's tough. That's just a typical scam, though, in crypto. We say all the time. Ether falls silent as Ethereum suffers 2 network disruptions during 24 hours. This was, I think, during the second sale by Ben ETH. This happened. He took credit for this being him. I don't know if it was or not.
No, it wasn't.
Second largest crypto platform in the world, the Ethereum network experienced 2 failures in the span of 24 hours, severely disrupting its users. Platform's stability was scrutinized after the first outage on May 12th. The network failed to complete transactions for 25 minutes. Second outage, which happened the next day, lasted 45 minutes. Now, what's interesting here is they didn't hit a pause button. This was just the network lagging. It's a big difference.
Just for quick, yeah, exactly. The only thing that happened here was finality. And so if you guys know, basically when all the transactions get done, blocks get solved, eventually they finalize, all the things come to consensus that yes, like we're locking this block in forever, immutable, it's part of the chain, and it's considered finalized at that point. And so that is what was delaying. There was no actual network. As far as the user was concerned, the network was operating just fine. It delayed. They thought it was on the client side. They put a patch out. They thought it got fixed. It happened again. So obviously it didn't get fixed. So we will likely see another 1 or 2 of these in the future throughout this week. I wouldn't freak out about it, but it's definitely not.
And we have the Bitcoin network going down as well.
Yeah.
Bitcoin network forked.
Down. Yeah.
Right? Forked transactions. One I was fraudulent, one was legit. It happened back in 2020. So it's not unprecedented. I think it happened before that a few times as well. It's super rare, but it does happen, so nothing to be alarmed. That was going on along with the ordinal stuff. I think people saw the ordinal stuff maybe as that was clogging up the chain, is maybe a good spot to attack Bitcoin. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Is TJ immutable? No, actually, he controls he can actually mute me. I'm mutable. TJ's immutable. Elon Musk reportedly no longer followed by CZ on Twitter. What happened? Now, I will say CZ does unfollow people frequently. I know this from different people he's followed and unfollowed. I know Carl from the Moon had said some negative stuff about Binance at some point, and then he unfollowed him. And then Carl met him in person, and they talked it out, and he followed him again. CZ responded to me. First time I've ever conversed with CZ.
Nice.
It was about there was a scam site for Bitcoin where people were saying that they were doing airdrops or staking or whatever it was. We have none of that established. There might be some of that in the roadmap when it's released, so look out for that. But it'll be way down the road, much later this year. There's no airdrops right now for Bitcoin. There is no staking site for Bitcoin. Okay, so the long and the short of it is that there was a scam site created and somebody lost $100,000, and there were other people that lost money as well. And so a guy approached me on Twitter about it. I immediately sent reports to where all the money went to try to blacklist those addresses and freeze those funds. Excuse me. It would have been on Gate.io, Coinbase, and Binance. So I reached out to Coinbase and Gate.io on Twitter, and they both responded. Binance, you can't send a message to. So I sent a message to CZ, and he said, man, he said, I'm on the road. There's nothing I can really do about it right now. He said, you just got to go through the standard operating procedure, go to Binance.com and submit the report. I will say this, and I hope Binance is listening. I want Binance to hear me on this, okay? Binance, you need to change your standard operating procedure for the help desk, okay? Here's why. No, thank God CZ responded to me. It was really cool he did. He didn't have to do that. So it just shows I've sent him a couple messages before. He's never responded. When customer funds are at risk or when there's people losing money or scams, he responded. I want you to think about that, okay? But when it comes to standard operating procedure for Binance, to really get a hold of the team and to submit tickets, you have to have an account on Binance. Well, I don't have an account on Binance anymore because obviously, I'm not I'm an American citizen, and so I don't have an account there. And if I try to log in, it gives me all these problems. It says, oh, you can't do this, check out Binance US, blah, 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 blah. Well, yeah, I get that. But how am I supposed to report a theft that ends up on Binance, even though I don't have a Binance account? So I'd really encourage somebody to clip this and share this to Binance. Binance needs to have a more open, and I'm not criticizing them, but they need to have a more open procedure to where people can report stolen funds. Because you start going down the tree of stolen funds with Binance, it's all about your funds that were stolen. Well, these were not my funds. They're someone else's funds that got stolen through a third party, and those transactions need to be frozen. So I would just really implore Binance to fix that problem. Maybe you guys can send this to Binance, maybe clip it, tweet it out, tag Binance in it. Something they can probably fix pretty easy. Have a secondary procedure for people that don't have accounts, but do have frozen funds. And I don't know, maybe there's a vetting process for that. I don't know. Maybe you have to give your ID to even report it. I would be fine with that. But you don't have to be an American citizen to report something to, or you should be able to be an American citizen and report stolen funds to Binance if that's where they end up. So did want to establish that. All right, so CZ did unfollow Elon Musk. Now the community wonders why he did this. One of the most influential people in the tech startup community. That guy's been trashing me lately, so I don't want to talk about that guy. But I didn't know who he was until then. Elon Musk turns attention to Pepe memes. Judging by the tweet, he believes CZ does not like Twitter entering the crypto space and the potential launch of a wallet and introduction of crypto payments. I doubt that. In October last year, Twitter announced that it began to develop its own crypto wallet, or rather a wallet prototype. Why do you think he unfollowed him? I've got my own speculation. You don't have to come up with something if you don't have an idea.
No, I mean, I have some, I don't really have, some strong ideas, but vaguely, I think if you're reading between the lines with a lot of what's going on, I think they want to have some separation. There is some ties between Twitter now and CZ. Mm-hmm. Obviously, CZ's been
part of the funding. He funded.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Funding of the new Twitter. So there is some business relationship between the two of them. I think they just publicly want to create a little separation because they're both not following the status quo when it comes to what the West wants, whether it's Elon or CZ. They're both kind of like you maverick or going a little rogue, so to speak.
Yeah.
And maybe it would be better if they didn't show such a close alignment between the two of them. Might be part of it.
Yeah.
Or it could just be he doesn't like. I mean, I don't
know. Andre Brown, keep that up there. I want to answer Andre Brown's question in a second here. But what I would say is I don't think CZ liked the direction of the hire for CEO. Think about that.
WEF person.
A lot of WEF. Now, I don't know Linda Yakarako. Is that her name? Something like that. She follows a lot of crypto people. Now, is her name Linda? What is her name? Let's look her up real quick. I want to see this. New Twitter CEO. Her name, Linda Yaccarino. I was pretty close. I'm going to follow her. Wait, I don't even follow Elon Musk. I should follow him now. Maybe he'll respond to me now. Linda is, went to Penn State. So there you go. She's a Nittany Lion. 400,000 followers. I am going to flex. I have more followers than her. Which I have a funny story to tell about something, about followers. Remind me to do that as we head into the CT Minute. But basically, there are a lot of accusations of her being involved with the WE Forum, being a pro-vax or anti-vax, or pro-vaxxer, pro-masker during the pandemic, yada, yada, yada. I don't know that any of that stuff to be true. I don't have the evidence of it. But Elon Musk says he established all of the protocols and that hopefully she's going to abide by those. He's ultimately still her boss. He holds the most shares. But there's some direction about this that felt a little like the old regime at Twitter. And I think probably CZ doesn't like that. And that's just speculation on my part. I'm not putting words into his mouth, but I'm just saying, the timing is pretty interesting for that. So there we go. And I will say, Andre Brown asked about the supply of Bitcoin. Ben.eth right now owns 21%, approximately 20.69%, somewhere around there. Part of the deal is he's going to get to keep 5% of the supply for being the founder. He was the founder. And those are going to be locked up over a 12-month period. Just so you guys know, that is our deal. And then the rest are going to go between me and my backer, and those are going to be also locked up a much longer time frame than 12 months. And we're going to work on agreed upon thresholds. Like, look, if the market cap goes to 100 million or $1 billion or whatever it is, then we could sell a certain percentage per month until it gets to a certain place. Those are not going to be sold off. And we're also going to be locking up the liquidity through a third party. I'm looking into Unicrypt, maybe. We're also looking at Fireblocks, looking at some stuff where we can still get the yield and also have them locked up. So things are going to be a lot different going forward with that chunk of the supply and how that goes. And, there you go. WorldCoin crypto project, OpenAI CEO targets $100 million in funding. WorldCoin, this is by Sam Altman, the guy behind ChatGPT. It's been developing a range of crypto products in recent years, but as things stand, the company has been dramatically outshone by OpenAI. Launched on Monday, World App, the crypto wallet of the WorldCoin ecosystem, can be used to authenticate. Let's just look real quick at the chart on this one, because I'm very curious. People have been showing this to me, since last week, and I don't know if that would have been a good investment or not. Let's see if it would have. I might look like an idiot. Maybe I'll look like a genius. Let's go the 1 month. Well, it depends. If it was up here, probably would have been an idiot. If it was right here, probably would have been great. So looks like it just reached a good level of support. So we'll see what happens if it goes up or continues to move down. But that is from the same guy from OpenAI. Yeah. So I suspect it'll probably do pretty well.
Well, and it's got also a lot of the core of it is, right up to a WEF line too. They want, you're scanning your eyeball and giving them your biometric data.
These people.
Yeah.
Hex Pulse Chain. A lot of people want to talk about that. I am going to be doing like a live stream at some point with Corey Costa. We like him a lot. He's big on Hex. Hex Pulse Chain launch off to a rocky start. Just reading the article. We did establish that I did find we did sacrifice 2 ETH like back in the bull run for Pulse Chain. So we will have Pulse Chain in the portfolio. We are going to be adding that over. We're adding it with Hex, the crypto casino portfolio. Hex, I believe, did have a big dump when this launched. So it's off to a rocky start as gas fees spike and token price sinks, crashed 60% in less than a week. Look, guys, I would say this. Launches almost always go like this. So I wouldn't be that concerned if you're a long-term believer in Hex. A lot of people said Pulse Chain would never launch. I certainly was not one of those people. I did give some reasons why I believed the delay, why I believed there were some things to think about why it might not launch. Including some, pressure from the SEC, whatever it might be. But I never said it wouldn't launch. And, we sacrificed 2 ETH for it. And, I was hoping it would have been more back in the day. But I think we did 1 test and then didn't do the full amount I wanted. But here it is. It dropped 60%. So, maybe a good time to get in. Maybe not. Not financial advice from me. Look at the chart. Judge for yourself. On May 14th, the Hex Pulse Chain went live as a hard fork of Ethereum. It's part of controversial crypto proponent Richard Hart's Hex ecosystem. Who's more controversial, me or Richard Hart? Put a poll up. Yeah, let's see. He's. Well, let's just put it up. Let's see. I mean, I'm curious. Like, if they don't know, then I'd be very curious to see how they answer. Network gas fees skyrocketed due to demand on launch day. Free Pulse Chain, the Free Pulse account tweeted, withdrawals are too expensive to run the faucet properly. Richard Hart said gas fees were working as intended. If someone else wants to pay more, You get into a block, they get in, you do not. I mean, that's the heart of decentralization. That's code is law. I mean, I agree with him on that. Pulse Chain replaced the RC20 token standards with PRC20 and its own native token Pulse. The launch PLS drop have been heavily promoted on Twitter recently, leading to a surge in interest. By heavily promoted, what do they mean? Pulse Chain and Hex and Richard Hart do no paid promotions. They never have. That's, the SEC was barking up the wrong tree with that stuff. But I mean, everybody who knows about Hex pretty much knows they never paid for promotion. September 2021, Hex reached a peak price of 51 cents. Been nowhere near that level since. Obviously, the last 7 days is Pulse Chain launch. You can see it definitely hit a wall. So there you go. There's Pulse Chain news. Heading on to the CT Minute, brought to you guys, of course, by our friend, so long I don't remember where to point, our friend Steak. Let's go ahead and roll the mid-roll. Shane Wimmer, clothing choice is close. I actually do not wear Louis Vuitton. I only wear Burberry, and Gucky. Those are my two favorite.
I like Gucky's a good one. I like
Gucky's a good one.
That's one of my favorite ones I've heard you do so far.
I love Gucky. Oh yeah. You guys know. So I wanted to say this. A couple things real quick. We'll look at my Twitter timeline. Now, it's brought to us by Steak. Like I said, I have been in talks with Steak about, obviously not until our deal is finalized, but potentially having Ben Coin as a potential, coin on the Steak platform that you can use. I think once our deal is finalized to take acquisition, I hope that is going to happen. I see no reason for him not to do it. I mean, I'm telling you, the exchanges that have reached out to us are just insane. This weekend, I did do my kid's baseball game. Speaking of Steak, this is his baseball tournament here, and you guys can see BitBoy Crypto and Steak, both sponsors of the 2023 Ackworth Baseball 7U All-Star team. So shout out to them. Now, Steak is on there by accident, but I'm sure they would support. Steak loves 7-year-olds playing baseball. Okay. So now I also posted a picture of my sister, which she said, man, it was really cool how many creepers came and talked about her on here. A lot of creepers, she said. She is single, ladies and gentlemen. That's my sister, Macy. She was my first employee assistant. That's what we called her. She just graduated from Tacoma Falls College. It's the same alma mater that I had, and as well, my wife, Bethany. She was my college admissions counselor at Tacoma Falls College back in 2008.
Bethany, not your sister.
Did I say my sister?
No, you didn't. You just didn't say it. You just said Bethany and my sister.
Bethany was my admissions counselor, and that's how we met. First time I ever talked to her on the phone. I put the phone down. She was just telling me, welcome to the college. And I looked at the people around me. I said, I'm going to marry this woman. I called her a girl. So I'm going to marry this girl. And look, I did. But the reason why I'm showing this is because a lot of you guys were making comments in the chat. And why did I mention that? Why did I bring that up? I was going to say something about it. I've lost my stupid train of thought. Then, of course, here is me and my wife here at the college. So really excited. We were there on Friday night for the graduation. Really cool stuff. And, excited to see her. She was my first employee. We called her the assistant. She's now graduated, and she will be teaching. So shout out to her for that. That was back when I first got things established here. So let's check out the timeline, see what else is going on here in the world of Twitter. Here we go. The Taproot Wizards are ready for Bitcoin Miami. Imagine fading enjoyers. Imagine the people dressed up as wizards. And look at this. Look at these fun guys. This is bringing the fun back to Bitcoin. Look at this. Michael Saylor, a picture, an homage, if you will. I wonder what Michael Saylor thinks about, look at that cat. I wonder what Michael Saylor thinks about Bitcoin ordinals. What do you think?
I mean, like his honest opinion or what he would actually say? Because, I mean, he has to stick to his talking points or he loses kind of the support of...
Well, the thing is, nobody out there has fun like Michael Saylor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you think of Bitcoin, you think of fun. You think of Michael Saylor, do you not?
Yeah.
I mean, I got him to laugh 3 times on one show.
Yeah.
That was pretty big. Look, we like Michael. We love Michael Saylor. We think he's...
I mean, you saw the big news, right? That the first ever purchase wasn't pizza. You saw that?
What?
It was actually a JPEG. You saw that they discovered this over the weekend. The first
No.
ever real world transaction that happened where Bitcoin was used for basically $1. Somebody said, I just want to as a test on the Bitcoin talk room. And Satoshi himself actually facilitated it. It happened before the pizza transaction. Basically, some artist came on and said, hey, I'm just testing this Bitcoin thing out. I wanted to see
Wow.
if I sold this picture for $1, if somebody would give me some Bitcoin for it. And they made it happen. So yeah, officially now the first ever thing was a JPEG, which, you know, sends Maxie's howling.
Wow. That is absolutely insane. Curtis, I see your comment. We will not be touching that on this, but I will say I made a big discovery this morning, which is there was a very key piece of that whole thing that was deleted by the original author, is what I'll say.
So according to Chemistry Bro,
he likes them. He said last week.
Said he likes them last
Cool.
week.
Awesome. Okay. Well, and Michael Saylor loves to have fun. I like that. Okay. Back here, let's go to this day in crypto. This day in crypto here. We have Goldman Sachs.
This is May 18th, 2018.
It's May 15th.
15th, sorry.
May 15th, 2018. This would have been 5 years ago. Goldman Sachs startup Circle introducing a crypto version of the US dollar. So, of course, this does go on to become USDC. Payments company.
They said it right there at the front, didn't they? Crypto version of the US dollar.
Yep. They said it right there. Payments company Circle rolling out digital version. This is 2018. Jeremy Allaire, obviously, is the CEO of that. Number of banks who are excited about it and will support it. Circle also announced $110 million investment round led by Bitmain. Are they even still a company?
Bitmain?
Yeah.
I assume so.
What's the guy? What was the guy's name? F your mother. Jian Wu.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. So so interesting how many big players from back then are just.
I mean, they're still a huge miner.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Antminer is still relevant.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, Jian Wu left, right? He's not involved in it anymore.
I guess.
Cody McBird says, big shout out to Ben and BitBoy from the Tom community. Nothing but love. Those Tom people. Those Tomcats. You gotta call them the Tomcats. Yeah. And look, I made a lot of tweets about Jeff over the weekend. Okay. or over the week. Jeff Coin. Look, guys, it was all fun. It was all jokes. I was not trying to bring down the price of Jeff coins so people would lose money. I was just having fun, and it seemed like there might have been some collateral damage from that. So, apologies to the Jeff community. I was just having fun with it. I hope you guys understand, like, Bencoin is not against Jeff Coin. It was just a play on the fact they're both two first names. That was all that it was. So, I hope altcoins do well. I certainly think, these name projects need to turn into something or they'll be just like any other meme coin. But anyways, there you go. So there's your apology if the price went down because people got out of it because I was talking trash about it. But it was just fun sparring, I thought. Even the guy, the main Jeff Coin account, I shared some screenshots where he, said like I chose wrong, blah, blah. I was having fun. I don't know if he was having fun. I was having fun. So it is what it is. So there you go. So Circle was established on this day of crypto. Let's talk about this. Let's go on to pick a coin. This is where we take 3 projects. I look at them live and I will pick one out of the 3. Okay, so let's go ahead.
Just for fun, I'm going to throw a poll up and let the audience pick one.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So we're going to start with Filecoin, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so Filecoin is one that is already in our $25,000 portfolio we show on Fridays. Right now, Filecoin is coming in ranked number 33. You guys know 33 is my lucky number, so thank you for that. That is my black 33. I always bet on roulette, so that's good news for it. Now I can't go up or down in market cap, or else I might not be bullish on it. So Filecoin is one that we have. Let's look at first, like, what are some good things about Filecoin? They're doing great stuff. The IPFS, Interplanetary File System. What they're trying to do is kind of like BitTorrent did for file sharing for torrents, is trying to do something similar with computer space and data and being able to compress files. All of these are storage coins, by the way. All 3 of these we're going to look at today are storage coins. So we like Filecoin. The Winklevoss twins, big backers of Filecoin. It launched like with a cloud of dust. Like when it launched, it went up dramatically. I think it went all the way in the top 10 at first. So it has been up much higher, proportionally to the other coins on CoinMarketCap than it is right now. So what has it really done since then? We've done several videos people can check out. I want to show you guys the bad thing about the coin. So if you look here, and you look at the, let's see, the market cap, The market cap is $1.9 billion. Okay. The supply, you come here and you look at the circulating supply. Guys, I know what the supply is. Stop showing me this stuff. Ugh. Okay. All right. The supply right now is 422 million. The total supply, 1.96 billion. Okay. What this means is there's many, many, many more coins that have to come out into the circulating supply. So what does that do? That puts pressure on the price. So what you have to have is the price has to move up, right? The market cap has to move up further to counterbalance more coins coming into the supply. It's just simple supply and demand, right? So when you look at the fully diluted valuation, it's 8.8 billion, almost, well, more than 4x the market cap. Now, I'm not going to break down right here how they come into the supply and how long that's going to be over, but that is one troubling thing. But still, we believe that it is the #1 ranked on CoinMarketCap Filecoin or storage coin, and we believe that there is a lot of value there. So I do like Filecoin. So go ahead and move on and look at the next one. Drew's sitting in for TJ, I think, while he goes.
Yes.
Is he going to the potty?
Yes. To the bath.
Yeah, party all the time, party all the time, party all the
You're
time.
going to be partying pretty hard this week.
Was pottying?
Partying.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
go to
Maybe I'll drink more
BitSquad
Red Bulls
Miami.
than I have before.
What else do you do down there?
Who knows? Who knows? Drew, did your video come out?
It did.
How did it do? The Drew
Did really good.
Did he?
Yeah,
How many
got
views
good
you got on it?
feedback. So people are digging it. Yeah. It's,
show it real quick. Show it. It's a great video if you love
Yeah.
America and you love freedom.
Bitcoin ignites American revolution.
All right, pull
And,
it. Oh, I have to pull it up, don't I?
Yeah, pull it up. It's on
Let
the
me pull it up.
blockchain
What
basement.
is it on the blockchain basement channel?
Yep.
Blockchain
Blockchain
basement.
basement.
Oh, actually,
under
let's just do
videos.
it like this. Show the screen.
Let's do it.
So you guys know you can go to Bitboy Crypto. They knew European TJ. Go to the screen, scroll, hit home, scroll down here. You guys can see. Man, Madden put out a great video this week. You guys check out all Madden Sports. Appreciate you guys for checking him out. Forever Friendly's doing pretty well. We got Blockchain Basement, Frankie Candles, BitLab Academy around the blockchain.
You want to hear something crazy?
What?
Blockchain Basement hit its first million video view on a short.
No.
Yeah.
Have we never had a million view short?
I don't know. We might have on BitBoy Crypto.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely have on other brands
Sons
for
of
sure,
snitches.
but
Golly, I hate you
yeah,
right
this video, this basically it's so random. It's
you were birthed from me. Remember that
oh, I
Blockchain
know.
Basement.
Yeah, it was
You came from my loins.
it was Hannah and Nick talking about liquid death.
Oh,
and-
here it is. Oh, no, that's not it.
No, that's
That's
just
not
people
it.
telling people.
Y'all
to
should
watch.
y'all should pin that one.
Yeah, we should.
Should pin that one. So this is which one is it?
It'd be shorts. What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about the Druth? That one
Yeah.
right there, the second one.
Let's
No.
show you videos.
There it is, right
Here
there.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
This one?
Right there.
Founder revealed?
Yeah.
Okay. Bitcoin ignites American Revolution. You guys go check out this video. The team did a really great job on this one. So shout out to Blockchain Basement. Good job. Drew made a killer video. I was just saying that in the middle of this because Drew sat down for TJ. I want to give Drew a little shout out.
I think they're going to put out another one of those today. So go check it
Are
out.
they? Okay, cool. Like really cool videos getting made over there. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up the next one, which is Storage. Storage has been around quite a while. Actually, one of the first coin reviews I ever did. Let's actually go here to the Bitboy Crypto channel and go to search at the end here. And let's type in storage and see if we can find that video. There it is. Look at this. Look at this, guys.
Wow.
Wow, look at that. I used to call it your daily crypto news. And it actually, I don't even think it was news. I think it was a coin review, actually. And then I changed it. This is one of my first videos I did, I think. There was, let's see, let's click this here. 13,000 views. Wow, I had a lot of views. Look at the backwards hat.
Let me ask you this. This is, so we've got,
It looks like I'm balding up there. That's not true. That's just my hair folded over. Go ahead.
well, because, so Filecoin's been out for a little while. Arweave isn't, I mean, it's newer-ish, but it's not exactly new. Storage been out for a while. You know, we know this is going to be a really hot, relevant niche. What is your take on older coin? You know, like all of these things that have been around for a while that haven't really done it yet versus something new coming in, you know, in this bull market and kind of capturing all the hype.
What was that? An ad? Capture, it depends. I think if they have utility, they have use case, they can, like, look, you look at it's Siacoin, you look at Storage, you look at maybe Internext, you look at IOTA. You know, I think some of these are positioned a lot higher than others. Look, it's just good. Like, it's for these projects that have been around since 2017, 2018 before, it's put up or shut up time.
That's kind of how I feel.
Put up or
yeah.
shut up time. 100%.
If they don't get it done in this bull market,
Yeah.
It's
Can we listen to this real quick?
yeah, hold on.
I just want to see what this is because, like, I just sit there and like I look like crazy for a second, and I wonder if that was planned or if that was an editing mistake back in the day. Let's see.
All right, good.
Okay, here we go. All right.
you are in the storage community, make
Wow.
sure you
What's
like
that
this
voice?
video,
Totally
because the
different voice.
more people that like this video, the more people get to see this video, and the more we can talk to people and spread the word of storage.
April 5th, 2018.
Okay,
one of my
so
first videos.
let's look at what storage is. So storage is spelled
Oh, no, I want to hear.
and hit that like button so we can storage up some likes on here.
Oh gosh.
That may have literally been the worst joke you've ever made. Cringeworthy. I love
That was
it.
before you had me.
It was.
So-
It was the first of many. The first of many. That's vintage BitBoy. So, anyways, long and short of it, let's continue looking at storage here. Probably gonna go over a couple minutes today. Not probably end of 5 after today. Storage right now it's up 2%. Let me look at the chart. Need to see what's going on with the chart. Definitely on an uptrend over the last 24 hours, but that doesn't mean much. 90 days. Look, I would say the same thing about this that I said earlier about what was the coin we were looking at earlier? Library credits. Looks like we've double bottomed here. I mean, it looks like we could be at the bottom for a lot of these altcoins, to be honest with you. Those double bottoms are pretty strong. We're all getting bounces off of it. It's going to have to go all the way, you know, like this is for 180 days for the last 6 months. So look at the year. Yeah, I mean, there is one lower support level here, but the chart honestly looks pretty good, in my opinion. Storage is an Atlanta-based company. Let's go check out the tokenomics for it real quick. It's number 453. It was a top 100 project back then. So like I said, for storage, it's probably put up or shut up time. Look at the tokenomics here. It's not available. Let's just go to the overview here. Market cap 45 milli, 24-hour trading volume. Golly, 45 million. Bitcoin passed it. Bitcoin went all the way up to 80 million over the weekend or last week. 24-hour trading volume, 6 million, not very much. Circulating supply, 143,000 total supply. So it's about, you know, kind of a similar thing about, you know, about 35% of their coins are out. So we'd have to check that out to see what the fully diluted valuation was. Storage has been around for a long time. Put up or shut up. Let's go ahead and pull up. Let's just go to their website real quick, actually. Real quick. All right. Fast, secure cloud object storage. Let's see, does it have their address down here? There it is, West Peachtree Street. If you work for storage, or you know someone in the storage community, tell them to reach out to us. They can email info@hitnetwork.com. We would like to come visit, or either have you guys come visit us. I mean, we love to support Atlanta companies. So that's a big advantage they have when it comes to my channel. We love Atlanta companies. So we'll have to see what happens. You know, we'll have to see what's in storage for the future of this one. Where's Kermit? Where's Kermit? I am the Frog King. That was also telling. Okay. Look at Arweave. Arweave. What is the wow?
I think it's just AR.
The community saying pull up the poll. Wow, 63% saying Filecoin. I think that's probably on recognition.
Most likely.
Are
It shows
we-
exactly. I mean, that is the order of their market caps as well.
I know exactly. I was wondering that. Look at this. Look at this. Are we about the same spot?
Yeah,
This is
are we
so
actually?
interesting.
I of the three, if I was going to pick,
Well,
fish-
let's wait until the end.
okay,
wait
well,
till the end.
Go to the max.
Yeah, go to the
On it.
max.
Yeah, and then it looks really good.
Look at that. Wow. Time to hump it up. Wow. Top of this coin was around 80 something bucks. 80. Can't find it. Can't get there. Can't get there in the top. Around 80 bucks.
85.75.
Yeah, 85.75. Wow. Project was launched in late 2019. Let's look at the numbers on this one. You guys can see the fully diluted valuation, not too much higher than the market cap, only probably about what would that be? About 20% higher, somewhere around there. I'm just eyeballing those numbers. Circulating supply 50 million, and the total is 64 million. Max supply is 66 million. So some pretty good tokenomics there. Let's check out the markets on this one. Markets, gotta go at the top here. I'm going to go markets. No, it's here. There it is. There's just so many things that click. It's hard to see them sometimes. BitGet doing the top. Wow, BitGet. Look at that. The top volume on Arweave. Is that true? Why is it ranked number 1? The 24-hour volume is. What are they ranking these by?
Yeah, I would say I got Binance and then Coinbase and then Kraken, KuCoin.
Why is it ranking BitGet number 1?
I wonder what it's.
Binance is 30% of the volume. It's like 1%.
Wonder what it's sorted by.
I don't know. That's interesting. Very interesting. Binance, BitGet, Crypto.com. I mean, this is a major project, guys.
Yeah.
This is a major. Major project. Cody McBird and write Tom and Ben bros for life. What does that mean? What, write it? All right. I mean, if I write it, nobody can see it. Look, I think Tom Crown maybe be last I heard, I talked to him.
He's right here.
Tom, are you trying? Oh, so okay. Yeah, well, in real life, Tom and Ben are bros for sure.
I don't know, it looks like he's questioning it right there. That's a question. That's a pondering face.
Tom, are we bros? I thought we were.
Better
bros.
be. I've got some T-shirts I'm supposed to give Tom in Miami.
Yeah,
so
supposed to, Tom. You better come through. Okay, there we go. Look, what's really interesting is people have kind of Bitcoin is not a community coin either. I want everybody to understand that. Bin is an attention economy coin. We're a crypto adoption mechanism coin. No coin has ever done what we're doing. We are one of a kind. However, projects like Tom, projects like Jeff, so some other of these first name coins, those, I think their best angle is to be considered community coins. And if you listen to Raoul Pal doing an interview on my channel, several months ago or a couple years ago, maybe even, Raoul Pal wrote the forward for Catching Up to Crypto. Great guy. I really like him a lot. He said, watch out in the next bull run, community coins will be the top coin. That's what he said. Or something very similar to that. People can go find that interview and clip that. I think Tom and some of these other coins, certainly have a good chance. Community coins to do very well. I don't think Tom had anything to do with the launch, just like I didn't have anything to do with the launch of Bitcoin. But, did I say Bitcoin? Bitcoin. I didn't have any, well, maybe I made the logo, some may say. But the fact is that, it's cool to see these established. So he's laughing. He said he's so jet lagged. I guess that's why he put a thinking face. Tom,
no, he said
that's why
he came back and said IRL.
Okay.
They're
Okay. In
friends
real
in
life.
real
I love Tom. Tom's one of my favorite
Tom
people.
is
We
fun.
had such a good time in Estonia.
Yeah.
Such a good time.
Tom's cool.
Okay. So there we go. Now look, here's what I want to say. Let's just real quick look at the website of Arweave. Meet Arweave, permanent information storage. The Arweave network is like Bitcoin, but for data. Permanent and decentralized web inside an open ledger. Permanent storage has many applications. Preservation of humanity's most important data. The Arweave protocol is stable, mature, and widely adopted. We've done some reviews on all three of these projects. Now, it's called AR because I believe there is there is a certain amount of this that's. I have my hand on my hip like a Karen. What is this about? But the point is, AR, augmented reality, I think it is part of this somewhere where more, and the idea is more high capacity files that regular computers can't process. Arweave is supposed to help with establish a new world where people are borrowing computer storage. I think TJ and I actually were going to the same place. That's why I had you hold up.
Mm-hmm.
Out of these three coins, which one are you picking?
I'm picking Arweave.
I am too. I'm picking Arweave's potential over Filecoins.
Right. Lower market cap, better tokenomics.
Absolutely.
More recent launch, performed better in the last bull market, more relevant. There's a lot of reasons. Now it could be any three of those when it comes to actual use case and actually kicking in, but that's why we talk about speculating, right? This is speculation.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that the Winklevi are behind Filecoin,
Me too.
but the tokenomics are not really comparable.
I just think Arweave's a better project.
Yeah, I do too.
That doesn't mean it's going to win. Remember this. I mean, it doesn't mean it's going to win. I mean, you go back to, look, Tron was a better project than Ethereum when it launched. It borrowed a lot from Ethereum and made it better. But just because it was faster and more decentralized, Justin Sun didn't use it like it was decentralized. He actually took control of most of the super nodes and there were 21 super nodes that were supposed to control the governance. He had a hand in the majority of them so he could still control where things went.
I want to say it was like 19.
Yeah. That's not decentralized, okay? However, Tron should have, and you see this with the Tron network with USDT, the Tron version of that, the TRC version, the volume's way higher than the ERC version because the fees are lower and cheaper because the network actually works. But it doesn't mean that it would surpass Ethereum. And that was a big mistake that I made in 2017, 2018. I was thinking a lot of these newer platforms could outperform the godfather, Ethereum. And I was wrong about that. I do believe Cardano will catch it one day, but ain't much else has a chance to pass it, in my opinion. Arweave, I believe, has more potential and is a better project. However, Filecoin has bigger money and bigger backing. Just because, what's the best hamburger you ever eaten?
One I made.
One you made. Golly. Name a place.
With a really, really good burger. I mean, you're talking about like a chain, like a basic place. I mean,
yeah, whatever. What's the best fast or not fast food, but what's
Cheeseburger Bobby's has a decent burger.
Cheeseburger Bobby's pretty good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Five Guys, not bad burger.
In my opinion, best burger is a place called New Orleans Hamburger and Seafood. There's, I think, 3 or 4 of them in the New Orleans area. get the blue cheeseburger. It's so freaking good. More on a national level or maybe a regional level, Ted's Montana Grill. The
Not
beef burgers are better tasting, in my opinion, than the bison burgers they have there. Bison burgers are great too. So obviously, you know, I think to me, those are some of the best burgers. Who sells the most hamburgers?
McDonald's.
By a long shot.
Yeah.
Okay. So just because something is better and higher quality doesn't mean that it's going to be better than whoever established first mover advantage. So there you go. I'm taking our weave. He's taking our weave. We're going against the chat today. One of the first times we've gone against the chat. But there you go. All right, let's move on into, Kelly. Kelly, is he still even here?
He's here. He's hanging out. He's
I'm
very
sorry.
patient. Yeah.
Kelly knows. Kelly knows I've had a lot going on this week. Me and Kelly have been talking a pretty good bit. So let's see. Hold on.
Can you hear me, Kelly?
Yes, sir. How's everybody doing?
Doing
whoa,
well.
whoa, Kelly, you growing that stash out thick or what?
You know, I've just been here in the lab, you know, trying to get everything prepared and launched for the new BitLab Academy.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're super excited about this. So let's go ahead. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, I think where I want to start is, you know, I've been in the market since about 2015, 2016 in the crypto digital ecosystem, the digital asset space. Prior to that, I had a bit of my own experience kind of as a side hobby passion project where I was trading traditional assets as well. And I remember coming into the space and being overwhelmed with wanting to understand what the heck was going on, but also wanting a community that I could sort of not lean on and have support from, but just other people to converse with. And I will say back all the way in 2015, anybody, and you can vouch for this, Ben, back in 2015, all the way through really probably till about 2018, post all-time high up to near $20,000, finding somebody that was interested in the digital asset ecosystem was, you were a rare breed and everybody else thought you were crazy. Friends, family, neighbor, anybody. Yep. And so this is definitely, we've seen the adoption grow. We've seen crypto and digital assets enter the global zeitgeist. We see it talked about on news stations, on Capitol Hill on a daily basis. It's on basically every financial, media program in terms of the tickers that they list. They list Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. We're starting to see them talk about other assets as well. But the main point with all this is as people, as much as we know it's grown, we all have to realize how small this bubble that everybody on this channel, every one of you here that's in the BitSquad, we are so far ahead of the curve in the stages of global adoption and global awareness that it's important, like for BitBoy Crypto Channel, for Hit Network, and for BitLab Academy, which is its own business within that. We all operate independently, but also under the same umbrella. We want to make sure that we're not just out here talking about the news or talking over people's heads. We want to make sure everybody has an olive branch to understand what the heck you were just talking about. The word tokenomics. It might as well be another language to somebody that just came in. When we're talking about on-chain data, it seems so stupid. It seems like it doesn't give any signals. Well, it doesn't give signals to people that don't understand what that data and what the insights that are there to pull out. And so we really made it a point, you know, when you all brought me on back in August, I've been working. You all see it in the office. I'm traveling back and forth from Atlanta to New York, building courses. We've completely rebuilt BitLab Academy from the ground up. It's nothing at all like the previous BitLab Academy. And we wanted to make sure that not only do we have courses for people that are further along their journey, they're trying to find those advanced trading strategies or learn new indicator systems or understand, you know, psychology of trading, all those broad topics. We also wanted to make sure that we provided a platform that's easily accessible to anybody, beginner to pro, starting with the most basic definitions and, you know, blockchain 101, Bitcoin 101, self-custody. And we provide all that for free for anybody because we think, you know, you and me, Ben, and TJ, we've talked at length about not wanting to build BitLab just as something that's a profit stream, but more importantly, how do we provide a platform anybody can access? And if you just want to learn the basics, or you're a government agency, or you're a school, or you want your mother to understand just the basics of Bitcoin, you can share that kind of stuff with them so everybody has access to education. When you do want to go deeper, we have all those pro things available to take you through it, as well as our premium Discord. And just right now, we just launched this last Monday. We've been kind of slowly letting the word out about it. We're going to be, of course, pushing more information about this in the near future. But as you can see right here, Ben shared this on his page yesterday. There is a coupon that's available right now for anybody that does want to upgrade to the all access portion. For a limited time, basically throughout the end of this week, you can use Give Me 30 for 30% off your first month for indicators or for courses. You can also just sign up for free. And this is the new website. You can sign up right here. Also, we've got a free newsletter. This is different from Crucial Crypto. Crucial Crypto goes a lot deeper. This is basically just surface level stuff to really keep people engaged about what's going on in the market. But you also get entered to win.
This is a free newsletter, correct?
Yeah, free newsletter. You get we do some charts and setups,
Look at TJ.
discounts and giveaways. Yeah, we got TJ in here doing his blue steel with an orange grin here.
Yeah,
I
he
just
was a
want to
model.
point out, when you come in here, you can come over to courses. You can explore all this stuff yourself. Come to view all courses, and this is not the end of the road. This is literally, I told TJ how hard we worked. I have to remind myself that because we launched doesn't mean it's over. This is going to be something going on for the next 5, 10, 15 years. We're bringing on different instructors. We're building out courses on AI, on mining, on staking and DeFi. This is just the beginning right now, but you can explore all this stuff. There's quizzes to track your progress. If you do have any questions, I beg you, because there's only one of me that's answering the customer service stuff. We have 99% of every question that's been sent in to me. You can see there's a contact us here, but you could just come here. If you don't know how to connect your Discord, go right here. Boom. You got your question answered. You can come down. You have questions about membership stuff. We have all the different stuff in here. If you do have other questions or issues, you are more than welcome to contact. Over 90% of those requests I get. But we're building out the BitLab trading stack. We have a lot of incredible updates coming to this. We already updated the relative extrema. If you still have the old one on, just delete it off your chart. Come up to indicators. Come down to invite only scripts, come to a relative extrema, and it'll load up the new one. It integrates it in with the candle bars here, so you can just look at the candle bars and know if things are overexcited or not based on candle colors. And we have more training content on that in the BitLab Academy Discord. But the point is, every stage of the journey, it's all brand new content. All access gets access to all of it. Beginners, there's plenty to start building your foundation, because we want people to understand, just like you talking about Bitcoin, completely different topic. But what you want to do is the only thing out there. Our whole mission, and people don't realize this, our whole mission at the Hit Network is to provide, yes, entertainment and a community, but also a platform for people to engage with what's going on and get an understanding of how they can engage with this market in a meaningful way and be consistently profitable in the decisions they make. So that's our goal. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that we're here. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me.
Yeah, thanks, Kelly. It's so funny what people think about us. Like we are trying. So we are like our fingers are bleeding. That's how hard we're working for crypto adoption. And we want to establish the best way for people to get educated on this stuff. And Kelly, thank you for all your hard work on BitLab. You've done amazing. This was something that, was one of our things that was still successful, but I wasn't super proud of it because I didn't think it really had the pizzazz that it needed. And Kelly's came in. He's done a killer job. So you guys all give a round of applause for Kelly. Thank you.
Hooray.
Thank you very much.
All
And
right.
I hope to meet, I'll be heading to Miami Wednesday. So I hope to meet as many of you as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have Frank's calves. I got one little turkey leg, but I'm all good, baby.
Well, gobble, gobble, gobble. There we go. All right, Kelly, we'll see you later. Thank you. They're bullish on your grin, TJ. They're bullish on your grin. I want to say this. Let's make this the official contest announcement for the stablecoin survey. We had our stablecoin survey pinned on our channel for a long time. We have more respondents than who did that poll earlier? Goldman Sachs? Or
Yeah, I think so.
let me pull. I don't
Or
want to butcher it.
Fidelity or
Let's see who it was. Here it is. Bloomberg. We have more respondents than Bloomberg. Think about that. Okay. So the three winners, I'm not going to give the @ for their email addresses, but the beginning of their email addresses are Jim Froggy, Rob Sixers, and Mr. Hardfork Crypto. So we will be sending you guys out $100 in USDT or USDC. Can't remember exactly what we said. It's a stablecoin survey. So we're going to send it to you in stables. So we will be contacting all three of you. We have your email addresses. We'll get your addresses for sending the crypto in. I don't think that was probably part of the survey. We could have put that in the survey. It would have been a little easier. But we're going to do that today. So congratulations to those three winners. We'll have more surveys in the future. Now, as we head to XRP, of course, our XRP segment sponsored by Stake. You guys, we do have a stake giveaway, by the way. Make sure to go to my Twitter page. All you got to do is click, go to BitBoy Crypto on the Twitter's verse. Let's see. Click. There we go. Go to our pin post right here at the beginning. The BitBoy wager race on stake. Stake's giving away $10,000 in prizes to the top 3 players, and that is for both versions of stake, U.S. and otherwise. Here's how to qualify. If you guys do a lot of playing over there, you have the opportunity to win up to $10,000. So shout out to Stake. Thank you for sponsoring XRP, one of the assets available there as well. So let's go ahead and get in. If you're in the XRP army, make sure to throw the X up. I got an X on my chest. There we
couple,
go.
Actually.
What's that?
Got more than one.
More than one. Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah. I mean, somebody put Tupac or Biggie, like, put the X on my chest.
We got XRP
Crypto is a
and
mess.
XDC. It looks like right underneath it.
Yeah. Well, that's my favorite Biggie song. Used to have to trade Deuce and my bubble goose. Okay. All right. Party and BS. That's what they call it. It's a gangster song. I'm not going to pick Biggie or Tupac, by the way. I'm just going to say they both brought their own stuff to the game. I like Biggie's flows better. That's what I'll say. Biggie had the flow down pat. I love Biggie. Tupac, not a bigger, more monumental influence or impact on the rap game than Tupac, of course. Ripple versus SEC case. Update as of May 15th, 2023. While the crypto community is still waiting for the conclusion of the court standoff between the SEC and Ripple, legal expert and amicus curiae for the blockchain company has slammed the watchdog schizophrenic theory. Insane argument and schizophrenic defense. John Dean was commenting on a tweet earlier by Stuart Alderati. Let's not forget the SEC's schizophrenic theory regarding what constitutes the common enterprise in the case. First, Ripple was the common enterprise. Ripple forced them to concede. XRP holders received no interest in Ripple whatsoever by owning XRP. So what did the SEC do? Specifically, in this case, court said that without a common enterprise, it matters not whether the fortunes of investors are tied to the efforts of the promoter. It said that Howey Test is not so easily satisfied, as Alderati observed in this tweet, stating that this case exposes yet another SEC sleight of hand. Furthermore, Dean continued to argue the SEC's shifted its theory many, many times, obviously. Morgan also deconstructed the SEC's argument that the fungibility of XRP was evidence of common enterprise, as all units of XRP rise and fall together, which is one of the parts of a common enterprise, he explained. Same argument could stand about an ounce of gold, but that was no problem for the SEC. Here's what the problem is for the SEC. The banks don't want crypto. That's driving everything. It's very obvious that Ripple is not, XRP as a tradable asset on a secondary market is not a security. Trying to make every argument trying to say that it is, but it's simply not. Now, guys, we've gone way, big pun or big L. I'm taking big pun because like big L's tight, but like big pun, I'm still not a player. We'll do this one portfolio from the super chat for Q&A, and then we're going to go. See you guys in Miami after this. He says he's got $40,000 of current value in Atomatic ICP Algo HBAR XRP render. This is from Michael Hodge. Quant, Filecoin, eGold, Near, Optimism. Is this too diverse for 40K? No, I think that's probably dead on for 40K. I think it's a great portfolio. You agree, TJ?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would say I would 10-ish, but yeah, you're.
What's the one thing he doesn't have in there that you would probably like to see him have? That I would as well.
I mean, he doesn't have any ETH.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I would try to add some ETH there. I don't think diversifying more, adding ETH is a bad idea. I would definitely say it's got a lot of potential in this bull run, guys. So, guys, if it passes Bitcoin and market cap, which we believe that it will, that thing's going to go up only for a short period of time. Like, it's going to absolutely balloon. That's my opinion, not financial advice. That's all I got. Be blessed. You guys make sure to go check out Bitcoin on Twitter and find the Telegram group. Maybe we can put the Telegram group link in the description here so people can check that out. You guys go holla at me at Bitcoin. That's all we got. Be blessed. See you in Miami. Maxis. Good boy out.